Another great option is a give and go. Press and hold the normal pass button and keep it held when the receiver catches the ball. Then move yourself to get open with the left stick. When you're ready to get the ball back, let go of the pass button. Weave through traffic and try to get your defender hung up on screens while chasing you. This is an awesome way to free yourself up for an open look. If you want to pass to a specific player, hold the right bumper and pick the icon of that player you want to pass to. It's helpful to scan the floor as you bring the ball up to find gaps in the defense and catch them off guard. When you need to break down crowding or pass lane defenders, try a fake pass by pressing the bounce and lob pass buttons together at the same time. This will pump fake a pass and possibly lead to a bad steal attempt that gives you or your teammate an open.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sport. And we have a minute to catch up with our...
Thanks, guys. Well, DeAndre Ayton's a defensive anchor.
And the talent to deliver, Allie, for sure. Thank you. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. These teams feature great front courts, Brent. A little throwback to the old days of the NBA, when big men ruled.
Well, the game has become so perimeter-oriented. These guys have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to operate inside a phone booth, and we'll see if these big guys can find a way to dominate uniquely in the way that they bring their offensive prowess.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Now here's Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
They get it again. Tries yet again. And it's finished off by Ayton as he lays it in.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Outside for Brooks. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Another shot. No luck on that one. Ayton with the defensive effort. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. Johnson with it. Outside Paul. Clock at 6. Ayton, a screen on Morant. From deep, Johnson bearing his second of 3 attempts.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Morant against Paul. Morant, no good.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Up top, Ayton. Back to Paul. Tries a 10-footer. Connects. The jumper drops.
That's why Chris Paul is so special, is because he can just navigate around pick and rolls, find open areas, and there's just no defense for that.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Here he goes to the paint. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Jackson against Johnson. Launches a 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Yeah, defenses cannot let his range go unchallenged when CP3 gets it going from there.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Morant against Paul. Morant, no good. The Suns leading. Outside Paul. Booker with a screen on Morant. Shoots from the baseline. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And Chris Paul so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
For Memphis, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Morant against Paul. Kicks it out to Jackson. Paul against Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Paul passes to Ayton. Over Adams. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Saric checks in for DeAndre Ayton. Craig comes in for Johnson. Lee, he's checked in for Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Tillman's checked in for Adams. Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Green's checked in for Desmond Bane. And it's Conchar in for Morant. Now here's Payne. There's 53 seconds left in the first. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Throwing off his defender to get to the shot. Campaign with a nimble move.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack. It would not be denied.
And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Outside Payne. Five to shoot. From deep. And so it's Phoenix. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
On the court for Memphis, Xavier Tillman is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Danny Green. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Green, the pass to Clark. Outside Morant with the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Johnson comes in for Craig. Booker, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Chris Paul in for Payne. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. You got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
Jackson gets the bucket.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Pass to Paul. Ayton with a screen. From 13. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Morant. Bane, the pass to Adams. Outside Bane. And here's Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Adams. Over Booker. That's good from Adams on the assist by Morant.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid, a wrecking ball.
Outside Paul. Booker against Bane. Booker no good. Memphis trailing here. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, BA. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
From outside, off the mark.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
And stolen by Booker. Pass to Johnson. Here's Shamet. He drops it from range. Shamet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Quick and clean with that shot attempt as Shamet knocks it in.
Timeout called. Memphis. The Suns making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Morant, the pass to Bane. Right side, Williams. Jackson with it. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
Conchar, he's checked in for Morant. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. There's the screen by Johnson. Out to the wing, from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul, and that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton!
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Ball against Bane. 1:16 left to play in the second quarter. Shoots over Paul. No good off the back of the rim. Phoenix has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Okogie. Launches it. Adams grabs the miss.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Bane, the pass to Jackson. Looking to end the drought. And the layup is up and in. Jackson's got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Paul. 13 feet out. They get it back. Ayton. Outside Booker. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Count it.
Now, that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. To the middle. And Ayton with the stuff.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns up by a healthy 8. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And it's time for an injury report. And now Allie LaForce with an update for us on Torrey Craig. What'd you find out, Allie?
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Phoenix. Right now, there's some pain and stiffness in the knee and some tenderness along the inside of the knee. Looks like a strained MCL.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him. And now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Memphis shooting an efficient 57% tonight.
We've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Here's an 8-footer, and Paul gets it to go. Paul's got 9. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
The first free throw is good. Phoenix making some changes. Saric checks in for Ayton. Lee comes in for Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Grizzlies on D. They trail by 6. Johnson a screen on Morant. Bridges finds Saric. Tries a 9-footer. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Morant. Pass to Tillman. Back to Morant. Now here's Green. Clark with it. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And Phoenix has possession. They've led by as much as 10. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Morant. Clark outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Payne. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Lee. Jacks up a 3. Tries again. Out to Bridges. Here's Saric from outside the arc. That shot off. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
Timeout called. Memphis. Craig is checked in for Johnson. And Memphis also making a switch. Konchar's checked in. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Clark with a screen on Payne. Inside. Craig with a steal. And he jams it home with authority.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Clark with a screen on Payne. To the inside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Bridges passes to Saric. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, the key for Saric is to be out there and be aggressive, because when he plays assertive like this, he's going to draw some fouls.
That one's off.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in a season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
The Suns making a switch here. Shamit's checked in. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Phoenix making some changes. Ayton comes in for Saric. And it's Paul in for Payne. Outside, Green. Hits a three-pointer. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
When you're trying to space the floor, Green's the guy you want out there. The defense is forced to respect him from range.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Here's Green. The shot's good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Desmond Bane comes in for Conchar. Free throw no good for Green.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Clark against Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. Paul passes to Ayton. Over Clark. And there's Ayton on the assist by Paul. Ayton's got 12 points in the game.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Here's Green. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
The Suns have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Here's Booker. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
5 ticks left in the third. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. The Suns on top, up by 4. And coming up. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Green in at the 3. Here's Moran. And the layup is good. Morant's got 22 points.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Moran against Paul. Outside Johnson. Back to Paul. From downtown. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Green for 3. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's a 3 from Paul. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Morant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. Payne comes in for Paul. Clark is checked in for Memphis. Brooks comes in for Green. Goes back up. Ayton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Brandon Clark.
Assertive from Ayton, wanting to score often and then forcing the D right there at his size to foul him.
First free throw is good.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 25 points in the game.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Ayton, no good.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Jackson with a screen on Payne. Morant. Morant with the slam!
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Payne against Morant. Pass to Johnson from deep three-point range. Suns keep it alive, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, the defense respects Ayton's ability to score, especially from that area on the floor. He becomes dangerous.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Bridges finds Booker. Ayton, a screen on Payne. For 3, Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
And that's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Pass to Ayton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Ayton's got 8 points here in the quarter.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Timeout call, Memphis. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The Suns have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Ayton, a screen on Morant. Pass to Ayton. Now Bridges. Ayton with a screen. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Johnson. The Suns need to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Booker for 3. That shot off the mark. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. And then Morant with the dunk.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there. He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Outside Bain. Payne against Morant. Ooh, Ayton with the block. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter here. The shot by Johnson, no good. Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Booker against Bain. Steps back and shoots. Booker can't get it to go. Memphis with the ball. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Jackson. And he buries it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
It's Bridges on the wing. The floater, and Clark with a block. And so they foul intentionally. All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. They're leading by 3. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth. And the Suns making a change here. Paul's checked in. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Steven Adams checked in for Clark. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do. And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 6. 15 seconds left in the game. Booker for 3. Adams grabs the miss. And now we've got an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one. They need this. Okogie's shot is off. And so the Grizzlies take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in as we present our New Balance.
Oh, say does that star.
It's NBA basketball. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has...
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Hart in at small forward. Now here's Smart. Feeds to Williams. Great D that time from Nurkic. And here is Simons. Here's Lillard. Good work defensively by Horford. And Doris, this Celtics team, very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted two talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core, but the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous. Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
Nurkic a screen on Smart. Lillard attacking. Hart kicks to Simons. Kicks it out to Grant. Smart against Lillard. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Simons against Brown to the right side. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Smart against Lillard. Nurkic a screen on Smart. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now here's Smart. Williams finds Smart. Williams sets a screen for Smart. Back to Williams. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
Now here's Lillard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Simons, the pass to Lillard. 5 on the clock.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown, stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walton and Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Lillard up top, guarded by Smart. And Lillard kicks to Grant. Nurkic setting the pick for Grant. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Hammers the alley-oop through.
With excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick-and-roll situations.
Smart deciding where to go with it. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Lillard against Smart. Lillard outside. Kicks it out to Grant. Simons on the wing. Shoots over Brown. Rebound Boston.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
No good that time. Portland trailing here. Lillard with it. Out guarded by Smart. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Grant.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Pass to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now here's Lillard. He has 5. And the pass to Hart. Back to Lillard. Puts up a 3. And Horford pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Lillard against Smart. A 3-ball. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Trailing by 2. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Robert Williams.
And known for being a clutch performer, Dame has his sights set on titles. A true leader with a winning mindset. And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Boston making a switch here. Griffin's checked in for Robert Williams. Grant Williams comes in for Al Horford. Brogdon, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. Here's Lillard after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
Tatum drives in. For three, Williams gets the three-pointer to fall.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Lillard outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Lillard's got 8 points.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They lead by a bucket. From Portland, And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
And, guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
We've got Johnson. Also, Gary Payton II out there, and it's Little in at the three. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. The Celtics with the lead. Brogdon with it. There's a screen by Williams. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Nifty move. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Final.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum. An incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams, he's checked in for Griffin. Horford comes in for Williams. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's White in for Pritchard. Hits, caught that one from Nurkic.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Elbow shot. Tatum, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now, here's Hart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. On the wing, Johnson. Floats it up there for Nurkic. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Portland. Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. The Celtics have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Pass to White. Williams against Simon. Williams kicks to Smart. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Grant the pass to Winslow. Back to Simons. Nurkic setting the pick for Simons. To the inside. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Williams has a screen for Brown. That's good from Williams on the assist by Brown. And it's 9 points for Williams.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
Grant kicks to Winslow. Nurkic setting the pick for Simons. The feed now to Nurkic. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Smart dishes to Williams. Outside, Horford. Celtics passing it around. Here's Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Brown's got it all tied up now for Boston. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. A minute 20 left in the first half. Hart finds Winslow. Close the alley-oop. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. In the corner, Horford with it. Brown wide open, he fires. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Smart wide open, he fires. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. White against Simon. To the paint, looking for Winslow. He gets it there, and the shot is good.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
White the pass to Williams. Outside, Horford. Shoots over Nurkic, and another basket for Boston.
Boy, you love watching Al Horford get going. He's a terrific scorer, puts one in the bucket there.
Simons against Smart. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Grant for 3. Rebound, Boston. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Smart dishes to Brown. Back to Smart. There's the 3. Outside, Horford. White, wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. White's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Trailblazers trail by 3. On the court for the Celtics. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the center filling out the middle.
And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, GA? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a three-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable.
No good from Grant.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And it's Brown missing. The Trailblazers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And that one's good. Lillard.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Brown outside. Count it. Brown's got the lead, back up to 5 now for Boston.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Tatum. Off the left rim and out. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Grant the pass to Hart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Robert Williams.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact. Josh Hart won't always have his shot falling, but the hustle is there. And a great energy guy with major impact on the floor.
Eubanks, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Gary Payton comes in for Anthony Simons. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams comes in for Robert Williams. And Brogdon subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. And for Josh Hart, he's a fan favorite because of his hustle.
And that can go a long way in the NBA. Hart looks like a typical 3-and-D player, but he also has that intangible of igniting a team. And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
A different look now for Portland. Watford's checked in, and it's Nasir Little in for Josh Hart. Griffin's checked in for the Celtics. Pritchard comes in for Marcus Smart. Inside, Griffin. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Griffin passes to Williams. Bank shot, no good.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Lillard on top, guarded by Tatum. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. A pull-up, and that one is off. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Lillard. He takes it in.
And we've seen Lillard take over games. Tonight, no exception. The defense has simply had no answer for this man.
Tatum looking around. Over Little. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Jason Tatum working into the mid-range area of the floor. Sometimes that's the only shot available.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. For the Trailblazers, Winslow's checked in for Eubanks, and it's Johnson in for Lillard. Whitey's checked in for Boston. Outside, Payton. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Watford. Not going to go that time. Griffin with some nice D. Celtics leading by 5. Here's White. A three-pointer off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Johnson outside. Winslow is screen on White. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Pritchard. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Griffin kicks to Williams. Up top, Brown. Shot left block. Bucket is good. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, beautiful stroke from Jaylen Brown. Crucial moving forward that he shoot it well from the perimeter.
Here's Little. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Johnson against Brogdon. Over Johnson. And another basket for Boston.
Wow, plenty of ways for Malcolm Brogdon to do damage on the offensive end. Painted area, no problem.
That one's in there. The Boston lead has got back down to 5 as they get the points there from Winslow.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Williams, that's for 2. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Here's Payton. He's got 6. Winslow setting the pick for Payton. Down low. And it's Winslow that time on the assist from Payton. And now just a 3-point Boston lead. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Celtics out in front, up 3. From Portland. We're back in a moment. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. Payton is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Simons, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Brogdon the pass to Smart. Outside Williams. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
And you got to appreciate how much Robert Williams just gets after it on defense.
You really do, because he wants to block every single shot that goes up. He hits the glass now with a level of aggression after being challenged by his coaching staff. And goodness, his teammates love his energy.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Simons on the wing. Lillard attacking, just 5 on the clock. And it's Simons missing. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. It's a 3-point game. Kicks to Tatum. Launches it. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Absolutely a threat. You've got to be on Tatum on the catch in 3-point territory, or just like that, he will shoot lights out.
Nurkic a screen on Smart. Goes back up. Count! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Free throw good, Nurkic. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
And it's Brown missing. Trailblazers trail by 3. Simons kicks to Grant. Now Simons. Grant sets a screen for Simons. And the dunk by Grant.
This is where the size, speed, and mobility of Jeremy Grant comes into play. On the roll, tough to deal with.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Tatum passes to Smart. Right side Tatum. Pass to Brown. 3-pointer. The Celtics get it back in a new 14. Outside Horford. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Cuts off the pass. Lillard against Smart. Here's Lillard. Nurkic, a screen on Smart. The basket counts and one. Will go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And they are amped up right now. I mean, after trailing for so long and then trimming that margin, finally they take the lead.
And the free throw, no good.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that group.
Williams, a screen on Lillard. The three from Tatum. And he's good on the three ball. Tatum's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Celtics. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they have shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
Smart passes to Tatum. It's Smart with the drive. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists now tonight. Now a timeout called by Portland. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big-time bucket.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. Rebounded by Smart.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Tatum. And again, it's Boston converting.
His shooting stroke of Jason Tatum is elite, so it matters not if he's creating his own off the dribble or, in this case, just rising and firing off the catch.
Offensive rebound. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Nurkic.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Took him no time at all on that one. Tatum's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Hard finds Lillard. Grant sets a screen through Lillard. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Lillard surveying the D. 6 to shoot. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Really good job to block out there. This is why you want to go put a body on someone when the shot goes up.
Tatum passes to Horford. Over in the corner, Brown. Williams sets a screen for Brown. Here's Horford. A three-pointer is right on target. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Brown. Horford trying to free himself up. And it's Brown missing. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
Smart against Grant. Here's Smart. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. This was a very... All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony...